Hey, so fam. I hope you are feeling well. And today we're back with another Eating Rich and Quick. And we have a wonderful dish for today. Alright, so fam. So if you someone that be having 20 million things going on and you still got time for your diet, this is the meal for you. Alright, because it really is 2-minute prep time. And we're going to say 15-minute cook time. All right, so set your chicken aside once you season it up real nice. And then we're going to get our potatoes on boil. All right, and my potatoes sat for a little while, so I'm going to slice them off before we boil them. And I'm going to dice them anyway before we boil them too, because when you dice them, they just cook better for mashed potatoes, because we're making some banging mashed potatoes, some delicious mashed potatoes, some one-of-a-kind mashed potatoes. All right, so slice and dice your potatoes right. And don't worry if your potatoes got a few bruises on them, because we just chopped those right off and the potatoes still good as new. Okay, that's what we're going to do with you. We're going to chop these bruises off of you real quick so you could be good as new and get you right moving, showing up for and doing the things that you are called to do. All right, so fam. And just a reminder, so fam, try it. Try it. If you've been thinking about doing it, try it. Because we don't know what we like until we try. We be looking at things like, oh, I want that. And if you take a look around your house at all the things you thought you wanted, and it done sat and collected dust for the past 6 months, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right, so fam? So we're going to just try it. We're going to just put ourselves out there and just do it. And once we know, no, this ain't it, all right, we're going to move on. I think a lot of us be scared to move on and be afraid of that new start. Okay, I'm going to just leave that right there. All right, so fam, so we're going to dice up the tomatoes. And you already know we got a great word for today, so just prep yourself. All right, definitely for those that just been doing the work, healing and showing up as your better self every day. Okay, better than you was yesterday. All right, and we got to understand that, listen, everyone healing look different. So take time and learn what it looks like for you so that you can break through. Because it's time for these breakthroughs to come through. And sometimes we can just be a little bit embarrassed about our past. And, you know, we're going to acknowledge it. We're going to embrace it. Like, listen, I'm a little more sensitive because I was a little more abused. That's the word. Mentally diffused. Okay, so fam. So we got to be able to really get into that truth and understand that it's okay. It's okay that you need thicker boundaries. It's okay that it take you a little longer to process information. Because during your years when you was really supposed to be getting love, you was getting mistreated. And no one understands what that's like for you but you. Alright, so fam, so be kind to yourself and understand, like, there's no manual for this. There's no manual for breaking these curses. And so as we pick it up step by step and we show up day by day, listen, don't take that lightly. So fam, it's okay that you're more sensitive than the average being, because you were more abused and more disrespected than the average being for more than enough time. I'm not speaking, oh, 1 little year, oh, 2 little years. No, 10 plus years. And at the times where you needed the most love in your very vulnerable years. Where you needed the most love, you got the least. Where you needed the most support, you got none. And even now when you're trying to pick up these pieces and you trying to march into your better life and you doing all your affirmations and you know, you pushing and you pushing and you pushing. It's okay. that now you need a little more attention and a bigger, thicker boundary. Okay? Yeah, you gotta listen to music on the daily, because you gotta make sure you listening to your thoughts and they go into a higher frequency. Some people just wake up on that high frequency. You gotta climb every day. Don't take that lightly. Don't take that like that's just easy to do. It's not easy to do. Definitely when you want more for yourself and you breaking generational curses and you really putting in that work, you really putting in that prayer, you know, you really healing up those wounds. You taking classes, you reading books, you eating better. Let's not forget to just have that grace with ourselves and realize, like, it's okay. Now, as we chopping into this, you see this open? I'm chopping up these veggies, and I got the potatoes on boil while we do this. We're gonna shift a little gear real quick. We're gonna woosah, breathe it down, all right? And you want to be light with your seasoning with these veggies, of course, and put these on a low flame. I put these on a low flame once my potatoes were just about done boiling, okay? Because everything else cooks quick. The chicken and the veggies, I think total time was about 10 minutes. Okay, so just be mindful when you do that. We put the potatoes on and we let them do their thing. They take about 20-30 minutes. And while those is doing their thing, that's when you run and just go finish those last tasks while you up. You know, like this gets you up. You know how you don't feel like doing nothing, then all of a sudden you start doing one task, then your hand just start cleaning up everything. You just start moving around the house. You know, you just start cleaning. You ready to mop, clean, sweep, do the laundry. You be like, all right, hold on, I ain't got that much time. So you got to think about a little 20-30 minute task that you could get done. If you got to write some notes, right there in the kitchen, write them notes, multitask, use your time wisely, you know. All right, so you see I finished up these potatoes. They was boiling, they was steaming, they was looking great. All right, and so we are going to season them up with some all-purpose seasoning. I know you saw I boiled 2 eggs. So fam, this is how I eat my mashed potatoes. So don't sleep on these boiled eggs. Yeah, we're going to put them in the mashed potatoes. I'm going to show you, all right? Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how those is done. All right? And this is so fun, so fam. Like, if you doing this and you got kids, they will be loving to season these potatoes. You know, like, just be hands-on in the kitchen. Because sometimes kids get a little antsy. You know, like, they be ready to eat. They just be needing something to do. Be like, all right, you ready to mash potatoes? Get you a little potato masher. And this is so much more healthier than those bagged potatoes, so fam. And the stretch, you know, like this is enough for like 4 or 5 meals. And you know, I've been using the coconut alternative as milk, and the best decision since forever. You know, it's not like almond milk or oat milk. You know, I don't know if it's because it's a fruit. You know, coconut is a fruit, and it just does something different with the dish. Like, it makes it more creamy, if that makes sense, like naturally. Okay, so you want to get in there and look at this. This some quick mash. What, sliding right off the, you ain't even got to work hard. This was so simple. And just eyeball the milk, how creamy you like it, because it could get real creamy. I do like the organic kind of, the classic, not organic, the classic texture of mashed potatoes. So not too creamy, not too thick, you know, like not just dumped on the plate, you know, like. And added milk is the secret to making them a lot more creamier naturally. All right, so fam, so you want to get that nice. You see, I was get into it, and it takes a little as you go, because when you add milk to the mashed potatoes, it does water down the seasoning a little bit. So that's how you can see I added a little more of that seasoning salt, and we added a little more avocado oil, in the terms to butter. Like instead of adding butter, that's why we just add the avocado oil. It's a lot lighter on you. And then this steak seasoning. So this, I told y'all, this steak seasoning is high in salt. It's like, you don't need a lot of it. So when I know something's going to be a little watered down, I throw a pinch of that in there, and it spark everything back up. You know, like it blend all the flavors together. It don't just taste like, sea salt or just salt. It tastes like flavor, and that's different for some of us. So let's mash up these potatoes, and then we're going to cover this up, and we're going to get into frying our chicken. Did you taste that so far? Did you see that? Did you have a little? Did you smile a little? Smile a little bit. Let me see them teeth. Yeah. All right. So you want to make sure your chicken is seasoned well, and cleaned well too, so fam. So make sure you cleaning off your chicken. Don't just take it out the pack. I know my soul fam ain't doing that, and I did clean this with vinegar prior to. And I also realized, I'm like, you could just clean it like with water and salt, of course. However, when you put that vinegar on it like, this chicken be squeaky clean, and it gives it more flavor. And so, I was like, ooh, little life lesson. You can use many other things to heal yourself, like there's music, there's sound baths. That conversation, so fam, when you have a conversation with someone that gets you, and you can really express yourself on a deeper level, it's just unmatched. Like it just does something to you 360, to your body, to your spirit, to your flesh too. Because a lot of even like religions, they'll try to just neglect the flesh in a sense, and you be like, you know what? My flesh don't want to be neglected. Not in this era. Like she got a little say too. Don't do her like that, or him. If you a woman or a man. All right. So you saw I put them veggies on steam. We got the chicken on crisp, and you want to just slice up this egg real quick. I didn't mash it, because I didn't want like mashed eggs. You know what I'm saying? I like to taste them a little bit when I'm eating it. It's like when you make that potato salad type of thing. You want to just taste it in there. Try this out, so fam. Don't sleep on a boy with that egg and the mashed potatoes. Not everybody do this. So if you see them doing this, so fam, be like, you got that from Amelia. Don't nobody put no boiled eggs in their mashed potatoes. You saw Amelia do that, and it was hitting, it was smacking. So fam, just know it's alright. It's alright. Give a little credit. Give a little credit when it's due. Cause so fam, you're gonna be smacking when you do this. Definitely if you like boiled eggs in your food. Like I like that. So to each his own. Alright, so fam, so you want to just mix that together with a spoon once you finish. And then we're going to plate this. We're going to pop our chicken out. And so fam, 5-star thick. 5-star thick. Okay, we're going to be 5-star thick in the right areas. You got our mashed potatoes. You got our sauteed veggies, and you could do any. I used any veggies I had left over in there. This is what I had, so fam. Okay, I had some leftover peppers, onions, and we're gonna just use that, and we're gonna make it gourmet. And if you want a little dip on your chicken, go ahead. I just be trying to watch out on that sugar. All right, and look at this, so fam. Look at this, boop boop. Look at that. That chicken is crispy. Ain't no flour. Sometimes I do. However, I like it like this too. It gives it that different kind of texture, if you're into the textures. All right, so fam. So yeah, check this out. Little spinach, little mashed potatoes. And if you ain't worried about your calorie count, pour you some gravy on this. Booby, you be sitting down. Them toes be rubbing. You be like, I'm not a chef. However, alright, so fam, you already know I love you. I appreciate you. Sharing is a great way to show your support, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye for now.